Welcome, Chosen One.
What's up, Aceholes? Welcome back to another Gwent video. Today we'll be taking a look at Nilfgaard and Lockdown. A leader that I do not play often. I know a lot of people hate it, absolutely despise it. I don't. Like that's not the reason that I don't play it. It's just like the Nilfgaard decks I like to play usually have a leader associated with them. I'm a big fan of Imposter as of late. I think Imposter is very, very cool, and you know, sometimes you just get some really good targets for it, and it's very, very powerful. But as of late, due to the meta that has arisen, lockdown decks have also arisen. You know, just to use the same word there for consistency. And several of the new meta reports have lockdown lists. This is Team Leviathan Gaming's one. I've tried, you know, 3 or 4 different versions, and I think this is the one I like best, which is why we're going for this. It's basically lockdown, a bunch of good stuff, and a lot of locks, just to let you control out the match a little bit. Alba Armored Cavalry got buffed. It's now 5 strength, so it's very efficient as a lock card. It's also a soldier, so in those matchups where we just want more locks, we can use Ramon to actually get another one. And Nausicaa Sergeant got buffed to 4 provisions. Anyone who played, you know, back in the early days of Homecoming will know that Nausicaa Sergeant was pretty much the best. It's really good. He's really good. And in most Assimilate decks, it's the best Assimilate engine. And in this deck, it's so good. Like, there's so many deploys. It gets so much value. Also, Master of Disguise. I believe this was also buffed recently. And the fact that it's a 4/4 that can go up to 5 the turn it comes down if you have a lockdown. Is actually really good for a 4 provision engine. Being able to come down at 5 is actually really good. And we do have the stratagem for it as well. So if we do go first, we have very little problem getting an early Master of Disguise going. Fantastic. Van Morhelm Hunter, just more locks, more stuff. And, you know, Fangs of the Empire, yes, there is some poison. There's Masquerade Ball. There's Cupbearer. Poison is... What can I say about poison? I think poison as a mechanic can work. And I think we have examples in the game of poison being implemented in a decent way. I think Cupbearer is fine. I think a lot of Scoia'tael's poison cards are fine. I think some of Syndicate's poison cards are fine. I don't like Fangs of the Empire that much. And Masquerade Ball, you know, it's a scenario which already makes it kind of sketchy to me. But as I did mention in yesterday's video, you know, I started to come around on scenarios again. They have a glaring weakness, which is, you know, how easily they can get bled out of you. And Masquerade Ball, you know, costing 15 provisions. You know, we no longer have double ball. Like, it's a significant card. And if you get this bled out of you, which has happened to me with this deck, and it can happen to anyone, that hurts. That's actually really painful. So, that's a significant downside, which does justify some of the power that these scenario cards can vomit out on the board. I'm still not entirely sold, but I'm not against them. I'm not against them. Usurper. We are Devotion, but for no real reason. He does gain the Aristocrat tag, which does help with Ball. And the Fangs of the Empires we get from the Ball are agents, which will actually matter. So there's some synergy going on with Usurper's round 3 form, but overall we don't really need it. I've tried a more spy oriented version, which is what, let's see, ESC Card Gaming, another team that had a meta report. They had Fergus instead of Van Morleham, Cup Error, and Impair Enforcer instead of Crossbowman. And you know, we have Usurper, we have Joachim, Coup de Grace, Roderick, Informant, Brathen, so we have a lot of spies, and especially with Fergus in there, I got some really good Impair Enforcer plays. But I think just going for the poison and just having the crossbowman, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Like whatever these 2 5 slots are, and even this 7, it doesn't really matter. Like it has enough synergy, regardless of which way you go. So it's just like, okay, great, it's good. Crossbowman does have a deploy, so that it actually triggers Sergeant. So that is an additional reason to play this. But you know, whatever you want to do. So yeah, that is the list. I've actually been playing this a little bit over the holidays, just, you know, trying it out, being really pissed off at V and Lippy and Movement. Against Movement, I guess I have about a 50% win rate. Like there are some games where like I have the control and I'm able to win, but I have also lost because they have some cards that, you know, are really strong. And this deck can actually get really bad draws in round 3 if you have been forced to commit a lot, which against Movement, you often have to commit a lot to win. But against Nilfgaard, I don't know how we fare against that. We're shutting off their Imposter, which is perfectly fine. We don't go first, so I don't think 2 Masters of Disguise is that good. Now let's go Sergeant. Just poison setup. You could have a Diviner. Outside of that, I think the poison can be pretty good. Yeah, I'm not too keen on the Usurper. Obviously, I don't want to play that now. So that's essentially a card in my hand that is dead. Hopefully he is in a similar position. Oh. Here's our chance. Okay. Well, is it gonna be mill? Like full mill with Imposter, or what are we talking here? Not quite sure what we're talking about here. Master of Disguise. Well, if he had a lock, I would have played the lock first, so maybe he's just not really doing it. Let's see, are we gonna do this? Am I gonna commit Ramon? I don't know if I am. I guess I don't have to. No, I don't have to. We can do this. I have some good red coin punish plays here, but I mean, I want to see if we need to use them. I can now play my own Master of Disguise for good value. I can Brathen to steal his or copy his. Yes, I locked your lock engine. What you gonna do, sir? Oh, that's fine. He does have Purifies, but I'm glad he's spending it on a card that is currently not doing much. And not on the poison that I can put on the card that is currently not doing much. I wouldn't mind that. Let's see. I don't want to spend Ramon and Brathens. I think I could, though. I could. mean, that's a good play. When I can play the other one, maybe finish off the Diviner, unless he assimilates it up. I'm not quite sure what his deck is. Kingslayer, Master of Disguise, and Imperial... Did I accidentally uncheck ranked play again? Like, I'm sorry to ask that pretty much every video now, but like it happened that one time. It has happened twice, and this is weird. I mean, I guess he's dumping. I guess. I guess you could call that a dump. I'm not sure. I am not sure what's going on. Like, is he milling me? Is he assimilate? What's he doing? I would have liked a soldier I could actually play first. I guess I could just dump it. This and thin the brigades. Yeah. Let's just do that. I don't really think locks are gonna be that important. We still have a couple in the deck if we need them. Ooh. Don't get my ball.
Let us see.
Well, I mean, I still achieved the exact same thing, right? I still got that brigade out of my deck. I still played the brigade from my hand. My deck is thinned by 1. This is fine. But if he now uses coup de grace and now gets my masquerade ball, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, so I can now pass for card advantage. Do I want this? Do I want this? I'm not sure. I mean, we have the provision deficit. You know, we have 5 less provisions in our deck. His deck is full of weird cards. But I think the 5 provision deficit is made up by the fact that we have an extra card. Alright, there's the Whack'ems. I do like the Whack'ems. We have access to both our goals if we want, but of course we may only want the Masquerade Ball, we'll see. Informant could be fine. It's nothing special, but yeah, I'll take a lock. Let's set up this Master of Disguise. Disrupt his plans a little bit if he's got something up his sleeve. I imagine there's a Masquerade Ball here as well, but okay, no.
I shall relieve him of all burdens.
I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I'm very curious. Like, I'm expecting a Masquerade Ball because any... Okay. So we know he has both of those in his hand. That's good. Good knowledge. That means he will be able to lock this, but I can get another one with Brathens. So I don't really mind. That's a pretty big poison target there. Okay, so it... Okay, so it's some Witcher stuff. And maybe he has the some of the Witchers and the location that work with Cantarella. Maybe that's it. I'm not quite sure. This was an agent. I think I should play this because I have a lot of agents, and I have no reason to save this. No, I don't. So I'll just play Usurper. Actually playing him as an engine. It's not often you do that. Skellige does it with Herald. Does anybody else do it? Wild Hunt can do it. Wild Hunt can definitely do it. But that's not a deck you really see that often. You know what? I don't care. You can do that all you want. It's a shame because I just played 3 agents in 1 turn. You know, keep that in mind. So that Usurper would have already been worth 9 if he hadn't killed it. So it's a good kill. Definitely a good kill. Vincent is a very good coup de grace target here. Not with the current board state, but if we, you know, get a poison on something. I mean, I'm very confident here. Like I'm not quite sure what we're playing against. I mean, it's someone trying something different. Oh. That's very cool. Not putting your Witchers on the Berengar row. That's risky though. Is it ball time? We don't have to yet. No, we don't have to. I have 3 aristocrats. I mean, I use Roderick to get it, but then I have Joachim and coup de grace on either one of these, which will get me the 2nd aristocrat. So, I mean, we're good. We're good. There you go. That's clever. But unless you have more Witchers now, that Berengar might not live. I mean, it has to go back to his turn. So actually Berengar will live? No, because... No, he won't. He won't. Let's see if he saved the heat wave for me. Oh yeah. Masquerade Ball also gives me an engine. So I lost quite a few points on that. Wow. Why not play it? Why not play it on that row, huh? Why you gotta do me like that? Alright. Do you have another Witcher? You better hope you do, or else my next poison is going to be worth a lot more than just killing a 5. That's not a Witcher.
I don't work for free.
Okie dokie. Yes. Yes. I don't know what this deck was supposed to be. I mean, I respect a lot of the choices. I mean, Serit Ox, Letho, cool. And some additional Witcher stuff. I mean, you don't need a lot of Witchers to be able to play Berengar, right? Especially if you play him later. on just whichever row you have a Witcher on. So if you have a handful of Witchers, you can play Berengar. It's just a 9 for 6. Not a lot of decks that would want that, but it's cool. I appreciate it. Next match. Now I would like to punish some obnoxious meta decks with this for this video, and this could be Lippy. This could very well be Lippy. Most likely it is. And all we got to do is have removal for his things. And honestly, I did not draw that well, so we may not get it. What am I saying? I have 3 locks. So what I meant to say was, I think we could do it. We also have the collar. I think we're good. I think we may actually have enough. Because they have some cards they can use. Some units they can use to wound the Shield Maiden when the leader is shut off. But if we have enough removal for it, then he can't. And I have 3 locks. 4 locks. And they usually have 1 Quartermaster and 2 Brockvar Hunters. I think that's it. And we can deal with that. We can actually deal with that. I would love to punish Lippy with Lockdown. Because there are very few decks that I hate as much as Lippy, Saris. I actually don't think there are any decks that I hate as much. Huh. That's kind of a risky one with these pings, but I don't know if I want to spend a lock on that, because he himself won't be able to trigger this as far as I know. So they always have it, right? They always have it. I never get this. I never get that lucky. Okay, but now we have a decent amount of targets for these. So I think I'm just gonna do this. Well, he has this. Okay, that's fine. Alright, don't hit the thing. At least he hit the armor. And we don't really have more soldiers. Yeah, we have 1. We kind of lost out there. This is actually a really bad hand. And I hate that. I hate that because we may still lose this. And I don't really want to commit ball. Okay. I don't really want to commit the ball. Joachim is too risky. Well, it's not... It's not too risky, but it's kind of risky. I don't want to do it. I mean, if I commit ball, I don't have much if I do that. But I need the points. Yeah. That was gonna happen anyway. I have to. Alright.
I shall relieve them of all burdens.
That's good. That's a good one to get. That can give us some points. He may just be waiting. Mm-hmm.
No rest, no reprieve.
Few poachers dare venture into Von Warloham's wood.
This is still not good, unfortunately. Like, he still has points. Like, he still has points, and I really, really don't. Especially... God, why? Why did I get such an unfortunate hand? Yeah, so he has 6 extra points there, but I just kind of have to keep going, right?
The hounds have caught a scent.
Please don't get anything.
Don't you pester me.
You got the shield maiden, okay. Barely getting ahead here. I don't want to invocation that 8. And there's the other shield maiden.
Our shields are our ramparts.
1 point off a pass. If I take the 8, like I go up to 40, 44. He goes down to 37. Like he needs 8 points. He spent Heat Wave. He spent this, which was 8. He doesn't have discards. I have to try. I hate it. I hate it. Okay. Now what? Now what? What do I do now? Am I still gonna lose to Lippy Saris? This is an 8-point card. It'll trigger the Assimilate on Brathen, so it's kind of not bad. Unfortunately, I do have to pass. So many cards left in my deck. So many cards left, and he still has just Lippy tempo. Oh, and he got Knickers out too, so he has Lippy tempo. And I don't think I can match that. Can I get a soldier, please? Okay, fine. Fine. Roderick can get me... Can get me good stuff. Do I want these? It's still 8 points. 9 with this. I kind of just have to do it. I really don't like it. I'm really uncomfortable with the whole situation. Okay.
Never get my rhymes out of your heads.
Well, he's doing it before he Lippies. Which may be good for me. I'm not sure.
History shall remember the art of being.
The whole sequencing here is... It hurts. Hopefully he has a bronze. I need him to have a bronze unit. And he must have drawn one. Like a quartermaster or the second hunter or whatever. Oh, he spent Morkvarg. He spent Morkvarg, so he actually doesn't have that. Oh, that helps. That helps. I'd imagine he had a gutting slash, but maybe not. That's a good enough bronze for me. I'll take it. I will take it. Actually, oh, this is good. This is good. Look at this.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
Now we can kill it with the Bear Witcher. And this is a deploy and a simulate trigger. This will be 11 points. And despite being a beast of a card, he doesn't actually reduce the cooldown of Brockbar Hunter. This could still work. This is my dream come true. I don't think I care about that. And we have Roderick into Usurper or Coup de Grace, just to replay it, a simulate trigger, deploy trigger, get Usurper anyway. Everything is good. Imperial Brigades, it's going to be a 10-point play. It's a 10-point turn. We have another ping from the Hunter. Come on, please. We know he has a Neuromancy. Okay. Okay, it's a big play. But not big enough. Come on. Come on. 11-point lead. I know he has what, 4 points? 4 points from that. He's gonna location onto a mentor, maybe? I mean, what's his best play? It's 8 points either way, right? Yeah, Heatwave is 8, Ceres is 8, a Bear Witcher is 8, location onto Bear Witcher or Bear Witcher Mentor, both would be 8. It's just 8. We got it. Oh, you Lippy playing son of a bitch. Yes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I mean, wasn't that alone worth a like on this video? If you haven't already clicked like, you got a like for that. That's the best reason. That and V are the best reasons to play Lockdown. But it's also good against movement. It's decent. Like I said in the beginning, I have about a 50% win rate against movement with this. It becomes a draw dependent matchup, as opposed to do you play Erden or not, which I like. I prefer draw dependency over Erden dependency. Next match. NR, okay. Well, they have some good leaders that we can shut off. Of course, it's Royal Inspiration, which is the one I guess they care the least about having shut off. I guess Stockpot would be the one they care the least about, because that would give an extra provision, at least. A lot of soldiers, no lock. We don't go first. I would like a lock. Or I guess I just have to ditch this. Well, that is a lock. I'll take the lock. Thank you. Let's see what we get. Frigate, yes. I love frigates.
Her grace will not be pleased.
Thank you. Good start, good start. But what is the deck? Royal Inspiration, I mean, that tells me nothing. It's like an Uprising deck that desperately needed 2 provisions, right? That's what it is. He has 2. Alright. Alright. I see you. I see you. I think Ramon needs to come down. Well, I have enough soldiers, even if he moves that, so... That can't be locked, unfortunately. I think we just blast off Ramon. On a crossbowman? I guess we could try. If I play this next turn, then by the time this gets to 4, we have 2 damage here and 2 damage here. So I guess I could do that. I guess that's the safest approach. Or I could play this. It goes down to 1. Goes up to 2. No, then I risk not getting it. Also, if I get a chance, I will kill this instead. But I imagine he has a boost for it. But of course, if it's a drummer, I'll kill that. Although he plays it wrong. And they're both 1 point per turn, but killing this is worth 1 more point. I don't know what is going on here. I think I'll just do that. I have a lock too. It's kind of a shame that I decided to play this on ranged. Uh-oh.
I demand satisfaction now.
Well, that's bad.
Few poachers dare venture into the Von Borlohum's wood.
Really bad. I don't mind going a card down if he makes me. Oh.
What has that witch done?
Well, if he stacks boosts onto that, then I can invocate it for more points. Is that the play? But then I'll have a Vandergrift on top of my deck. I can just... Oh, I can take this. That's way better. But I am going a card down here. If I take this, I can at least dry pass and get my card back. I think that's what we do. It's kind of problematic because I kind of want to play him. I can dry pass and have a strange gold in my deck, which is not good. It messes up Roderick pretty hard. Or I can play him. Lose my card, but maybe have 5 points of carryover, which could also be good. And he can't drop any of his shitty bronzes to match this. Like for NR to get 6 or more points in one play, it's gonna have to be Amphibious Assault. No. Vincent. Now how does shield work with this? Yeah, I figured. I figured. That's really good. Really good play there, son. Very smart. Very smart. I misplayed that whole Vandergrift situation. I like resilience. I'm drawn to resilience. Okay, we drew 2 golds, which makes Roderick more consistent. AKA, we can get both. Although I would like... Oh, we have Joachim as well. Do I need that assimilate trigger? Barely. Is he an agent? No. Okay. Well, this is 2 poisons. It works. It's an agent too. It'll do. I think. Oh no. So that's what we're doing. I'll admit I couldn't tell. A Neuromancy is so auto-include in everything anyway. Oh. Well, this is kind of exciting. Not gonna lie. Alright, alright. Well, there's no way to boost it, so...
Weapons on the bench now.
Would now be the time for Brathens. I think so. I think so. I think we Brathens here.
True love could lift the curse, but who would love such a freak?
Let's see. I can't poison that, so I don't really want him to boost it super high. I mean, I don't mind, but I also don't want it. I think basically I'm not going to care. I may regret that. Hopefully he boosts something pretty tall. That's fine. Okay. Perfectly fine. There's gonna be a heat wave, right? I missed an assimilate trigger there. There's only 1 point. I missed 1 point there. So if that, of course, it had to be. So yeah, if that ends up mattering, then you know what to do. That is 1 more poison than I wanted. I will admit. I think it's best to just take her. I mean, why not? Okay. Yeah, if I'd had the Masquerade Ball, like, he would have, I would have made him regret that. Oh, good. I missed points by not playing this sooner too, right? It's hard. It's hard. Why didn't I expect the Irden, huh? Ugh. Okay, so I misplayed my way out of a few points. But he put spores in his deck, so I win regardless. Okay, so I won. I won by luck. But if I had played properly, that would have been like a definitive win. Like, if I had just placed either Brathens or Masquerade Ball on the melee row, then Irton wouldn't have done shit. I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted. Alright, we're playing one more match to see if I can make it to pro rank. If this is V and I beat it and get to pro rank. Come on, I don't want to punish White Frost players. This is a cool person. Now I'm a dick. That's fine. I'll beat anything I want. I'll beat my meat. Not on camera, of course. I don't like it as a poison. What did I just say? I could have bricked my brigades, but I chose not to, so we're good. Ah, yes. A shame I didn't draw Brathens. Yeah, why not? I mean, how much was that coup de grace worth? I mean, we can just look at, you know, how big my larva get and how big his larva would have gotten. And then we can calculate the value of that 9 provision card that I just played. Alright? He's gonna kill one? That's not worth it, because I get like 1 point per turn, you get 1 point per turn, and you can blast me with 3 points later. So that's not very good, sir. Well, in that case, I mean, because he spent his Phantom immediately to kill the larva, we kind of get the points anyway. Because now he's just... He denied us points by denying himself just as many points. So we're getting the points anyway. It's like I'm playing dwarves again. Alright. Ah, again. Very nice. White Frost, eh? Very interesting. Wow, okay. Stop it. I am falling a bit far behind, aren't I? I'd love it if it would hit this now. Oh, Eridan. Well, I'm not winning this round, but I can pass the round. A card up. Like, why not? Why not? But White Frost, that is cool. That is cool. I am going to get around to that though, okay? I promise. You know, I wanted to play White Frost, like a Wild Hunt Frost deck for a while, but Eridan was bugged. Apparently he's supposed to be fixed. I don't know. So I definitely want to get around to it. Mm-hmm. Did you just want to thin, or are you... Nithrol? Very interesting. I mean, depending on his game plan, we could see a pass here. No. We're seeing an Artgaith. Well, we have armor putting in some work, which is very nice. I can coup de grace Nithrol. That's pretty nice. 8 points and sets up an engine. I wouldn't mind that. Or I can just thin my deck. Okay. I managed to keep my good cards. Of course, he's going to have some veiled cards, but he's also going to have some non-veiled cards. Which is what I really care about. It's the non-veiled cards. I'm a big fan of those. Because I can kill them. Let's see. How we doing on golds? I would like more in my hand. That's good. That's good. I think this can work. We have aristocrats. We have a soldier for Ramon. Yeah, it works. I go first. Well, I have a very proactive play, actually, so I think I'll just do it. I love Slave Hunter. Just small instances of damage as order effects I'm a big fan of because it combos perfectly with my favorite mechanic in the game, which is Death Blow. I love Death Blow. I love that both... Well, I don't... Way of the Witcher, I guess, didn't do anything, but Master Mirror gave us some Death Blows, which I really, really enjoyed. Very grateful for that. Come on. Come on. I want to see Oberon. Because he is 5 strength. And I'm a devotion deck, so if I get a Conqueror with him, I can do it. I can do it. Now, come on. Don't lose connection here. It can't be a rage quit. Because he... All I did was play the Slave Hunter he knew I had. So, it can't be a rage quit. Come on. Come on, buddy. You're playing White Frost. I want to see the White Frost deck till the end. Come on. I had to play Lippy till the end. It was kind of fun, though. Just because I won. No. No. Who was this legend? Diveshk. Diveshk. If you're watching this, thank you for playing a cool deck. Thank you for queuing into rank 1 games with a massively cool deck. Extremely cool deck. So much respect. Thank you for the match. I'm sorry it had to end that way. If you did rage quit, if they did rage quit, I'm not gonna assume genders. If they did rage quit, then it's like, okay. Maybe they had a bad hand, in which case, I'm sorry. I guess thank you for ending it early. If you knew it wasn't gonna go well, but it always sucks when you play like a actually fun matchup and it has to end like that. But I did get the pro rank. and I can make this video still be shorter than an hour and still feature 4 matches. Thank you so much for watching. Excuse me. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. You may be one of those people who hate lockdown, and I can see why, but I think it's perfectly fine. I think its provision drawback is way more than enough to balance the effect, and there are some metas like the one we're currently in where it's an effect that we just kind of need. It shuts down some disgusting decks. It always has. Like, lockdown is like the savior in the dark times. And you know, while I'm not 100% sold on all the cards in this list, there's nothing I absolutely dislike, and I think it's a fun deck to play. It definitely requires some thinking. It's not the easiest deck to pilot. Luckily, for once, I did practice a little bit before making a video, so it went well. But it's a really, really fun deck. I think I do prefer this version, Team Leviathan Gaming's version, but the other ones are also, you know, very similar, but different in some small, cool ways. Anyway, let me know what you thought of the video and the deck, like and subscribe and all of that good stuff, and I hope to see you again very soon for more Gwent. Until then, have a good one.